This one is pretty short. We can watch it. Very, very short. The most heartbreaking enemy in any game, and this definitely looks like Stalker by Zone Slug. Zombified stalkers are the tragic remnant of those who wandered into too far, yeah? Their minds broken by psi radiation. If you don't know, Stalker is a game, basically you're in the zone, you know, Chernobyl, radiation, and there's a zone, exclusion zone, and there's people called Stalker that go in to try to get artifacts and special stuff to make money. And yeah, the games are legendary. And Stalker 2 came out recently, after like 20 years. Yeah, I played the old trilogy. They're really awesome. It's one of the most vibe game ever, you know? You're basically just a stalker, some guy going into the zone, trying to survive the different faction, trying to make money by finding the artifacts and stuff like that. It's one of a vibe. Instead of quick deaths, they are left in a limbo state, set to wander the zone with only their further fragmenting memories. Sometimes you can hear them mutter to themselves. Damn. That is fucked up. The first stage of the transformation begins with searing pain and hallucination. Destructive process leaves them beyond help. A bit unrelated, but I've been playing Last of Us Part 2 recently, and one thing I really like about some of the zombies in The Last of Us is that they are not completely gone, so they actually kind of talk, and some of the noise they make are not like zombie scream, they sound very human, and so it makes it a bit more fucked up, right? Like they might mutter a little bit or make some noise that sound a lot more human than zombie. And that definitely, I think, helps the atmosphere, yeah? As their memories fade and their thoughts become disjointed, they sink further into madness, tormented by a fading sense of self. Of course I'll be back, just one more time and then I'll be back. I promise. Dying Light? I don't remember. Stalkers encounter multiple ways of becoming zombified in the zone, such as the Brain Scorcher, Psy-Field, and Blowout. Some mutants have also the ability to use Psy to destroy the minds of their unfortunate victims. This must be modded, that looks too good. If this happens, their physical abilities deteriorate, their speech becomes unintelligible, and they lose all connection to the human beings they once were. Wow. What remains is a decayed version of the person they used to be, sometimes regressing even into childhood memories. It's really kind of like what happens to people who've been lobotomized a little bit, yeah? Like, it's really breaking someone's brain. That is quite fucked up, yeah? While still able to use weapons, their movements are slow and their aim is poor. They no longer have the instinct that once guided them. They are unable to defend themselves as they once would have. During battle, we can see them still feel pain. Man, I'm bleeding. Yeah. Man, despite having played the game, this is not something that I remember. I mean, maybe I played without subtitles, or I was just shot first before really observing. That isn't really one of the things that stood out for me, but yeah, it's always cool to see this kind of detail that she might have completely missed. Yeah, just put them out of their misery. Some still linger near campfires, staying blankly at the flame, and warming themselves, still clinging to the natural instinct. They do speak in Russian, yeah, obviously. But I mean, depending on the game, you know, you have like story subtitles and combat subtitles, and in some games you sometimes don't have, or you don't have activated, you know, you don't have activated like combat subtitles, so sometimes just don't know what they're saying, even with the dub. Ah, and it's glowing at night so beautiful like the sun, even though it's cold. Man. Quite depressing, huh? It actually reminds me of Dark Souls. Some of the enemies or NPCs, you know? The way they're all broken and often very depressing. We can also see how they are stuck in a final moment they had before succumbing to the Psy exposure. A little bit left to go. I merely need to find a way. Damn, this is a face worse than death, trapped in a broken bodies with shattered minds, their memories and lives they once had are lost to the zone. Man. Yeah, I did not remember this from, you know, from when I played the game, right? Did not remember there was anything this messed up in the vibe. Okay, that is pretty good. That is pretty good. I really like the way they made this like a cinematic as well. Good stuff. Yeah, I really appreciate when, again, I've played a game before, but I guess, you know, it's sometimes pretty easy to miss something, and this was a good, like a good way to reappreciate Stalker, I guess. For the last couple of years, I've been wanting to play the original Stalker again, especially with like some of the mod that I know I've combined the first 3 games and everything. I think it's Gamma and Anomaly. But at the same time, I never actually got around to do it. And then Stalker 2 came out recently, I think, and I've heard that it's basically unfinished. So, yeah, maybe I might actually try to replay Stalker eventually with the mods. I might do that one day. Like, for years I've been thinking about it, but I just haven't actually done it. Really good video. Didn't know about this. Okay, well. That's kind of depressing.